coral makes the underwater world so vibrant. Working with corals is a passion. I think coral is so cool because not only is it a magnificent colony of creatures, but as these creatures grow, they create a diverse environment that other animals can then utilize. So coral is pretty vital for the health of the ocean, but corals out in the wild are having a difficult time in terms of ocean acidification, as well as water temperatures are increasing.
We have been thinking really for the last 2.5 years, what do we need to do to be able to successfully grow the corals here at the aquarium that will ultimately be living in the ocean pavilion. At the aquarium, we have used every last inch of space there, and that's where the Animal Care Center really comes in.
So, one of the cool things is that none of these corals that we're working with have a wild origin. These were all grown here at the aquarium or at other aquariums here in the US.
The corals that we have been growing, those are all, fragments that we have intentionally taken from larger mature colonies, mounted them onto ceramic-based cement blocks. Then as the coral continues to grow, not only do they grow up and out, but they grow down and out and spread out across that ceramic base.
All right, that looks great.
When transferring coral from the sail aquarium, a lot of them have hard skeletons. But just because they're hard skeletons doesn't mean that they can't break. Every little piece of coral has hundreds of little corals in them. A lot of them are in the center and they're a little bit older, but the ones on the edges, they're the young ones, they're little babies. So those ones on the outer edges, those are the ones that we have to be concerned about.
We're going to need to pack them into custom transport containers to bring them down.
There's such a high level of expertise here that the move went without a hitch.
I was just excited. I was just so happy, and I think that I speak for the team in saying that. It was the accumulation of so much hard work, years of planning.
So a lot of the technologies that we're using here is going to be utilized in our new facility at the Ocean Pavilion. Some of it's going to be technology that really simulate natural sunlight, not just in color, temperature, or luminosity, but also as the sun sets or as the sun rises. When people see coral at the Ocean Pavilion, I want them to be excited about just the sheer discovery of what is in front of them. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of little organisms that are creating this colony and what they do for each other and then for the ecosystem that they're in, creating those habitats for other animals to inhabit so they could all work together in harmony.
We have been awaiting them for a long time. It's been a while in coming.
Being a first for Seattle Aquarium is truly really exciting.
I think watching these guys swim around is a surreal experience.